Hello, my darlings. Hope you're all doing well. Blushly here. And if you're watching this video, that means that it's time for a blessing or two to come into your life. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and begin the unraveling process. Today, we're unpacking your blessings. And as per our good old tradition, we're going to do a little bit of an energy check-in so you guys can make sure that this is the right reading for you. Of course, it is the right reading for you. You've suffered so much here. Ten of Swords tells me that you've come to an inevitable and painful end to some sort of story, to some sort of situation. I honestly want to give you a big hug over here because it wasn't just the one thing that went wrong in your life. I feel like those of you who are watching this, it was one thing after another thing, after the third thing, after the fourth thing, betrayal, then some issues with money, then some sort of bad luck with maybe documents or whatever. And you're like, okay, I'm not this thing where you stick needles in, you know? I'm a human being. And now something within you is telling you that it's time to move forwards. You know those 10 swords that you have in your back right now? It's amazing you survived. They're telling me that here I have heroes, I have warriors, but you're so tired of the whole thing. You're like, Blush Lily, I didn't choose this. I did not choose to be strong. I did not choose to go through all of this. But that card of the Chariot is telling me that there's still something within you. That power, that force, the character that is unbreakable. Unbreakable. And for some of you, you might be thinking about how to move forwards, doing some sort of research. How to relocate, how to get a promotion, how to get out of some sort of situation with your sanity attached. Okay, let me put it that way. Loads of wands over here. You might be considering some sort of offer. Some sort of offer is on the table. You're considering it. You're ruminating over here. You're thinking about it over and over and over again. For some of you, it's an ex who came back. For some of you, you might be thinking whether you want children or not, whether you want more children or not. Some of you might be thinking like about the steps that you need to take if you will want children in the future. Some of you are thinking about adopting somebody, adopting a dog, adopting a cat, adopting, I don't know. Some of you maybe want to adopt a horse. Who knows? But there's this energy where the universe is sending you signs, synchronicities. It's giving you some sort of feedback on how to move forward. There was something very stable in your life that you might have lost. Marriage, positioning. And you thought that you could count on somebody. You got the colleagues or neighbors or just friends over here. And they're telling me that even with them now, you feel like you have to watch your back or energetically protect yourself because they're draining you emotionally. All right, my dears, if that sounds like you, keep on watching. Let's go ahead and take a look at the blessings that are coming in your way. Long overdue. Again, straight away, they're showing me the horse, they're showing me the unicorn. It feels like there's going to be literally a miracle, something that you're not expecting. There's a mama unicorn and a baby unicorn. Of course, the heart came through. And the blessing of love, straight away, look. Now, this is a good sign for relationships. It's not only the romantic relationships, but this is also about friendships. This is about, if you already have children, things improving with your children, relationship-wise, getting friends. But of course, we're also talking about the romantic aspect to it because the second heart is coming through. Like somebody is from UK or moving to UK soon. No, they're showing me like a kidney stone. Somebody, guys, passed a kidney stone recently, huh? And you're getting better, you're recovering. Maybe you're recovering from some sort of operation. Look, they keep on showing me hearts, hearts, hearts. Another heart over here. And there's a bird that brings messages of the heart. A confession. A confession you don't see coming. Who's it from? It's how interesting, guys. I've got so many horses, unicorns in your reading today. This is the card of love as well, by the way. A person may be born in the year of the horse. Somebody who might have a car that has a horse in the logo. The steed, the power, there's some sort of confession that's coming through from a person that's in one way or another related, not related, but has something to do with a horse, related to a horse. Lips, look, lips. There's this energy where somebody is going to tell you that they want to kiss you. And we've got the hat, which was hidden. This person was hiding their feelings. This person maybe went no contact. But there's a confession. And for some of you, I'm seeing an apology. SMJITLNW. A question mark over here. A blessing and expansion of some sort is also coming through. There's growth. This could be about your company, this could be about your family, but there's expansion and there's growth. And they're telling me somebody is being left behind, but you're being taken with. You're being taken with those who need to go, those who need to move on. Octopuses, 3 hearts. 3 hearts. They're telling me there's going to be a blessing of you being given a second chance. If you were the one who messed up, or if you were the one who made a mistake, there's going to be a second chance. And it's coming through as a blessing. Because this time you're doing things differently. But they're showing me that there's love coming in, guys. In one way or another. For some of you, a friend. For some of you, a pet. For some of you, a romantic partner. And a long overdue confession that allows you to make it to the next step. Now the butterfly is starting to form a transformative period that brings a lot of blessings. Look how restrictive the wax is today, only to one side. They're telling me that you were held back by the universe, maybe in one place where you couldn't get your documents or you couldn't proceed because you needed your wings to become stronger. And afterwards, look, there's movement. And again, they're showing me the heart. The blessing of being able to finally be with the person that's meant to be for you. There was some sort of lock over here. Look. For some of you, it's tying the knot. But there was some sort of lock, like you were in a cage, and there was some sort of lock. It could be about a mental thing as well, where mentally you felt like you were very limited. MW. MW. And there's this energy of joining forces. So the universe is bringing you somebody you can collaborate with. Somebody you can collaborate with. And this is a win-win situation over here. A win-win situation. They're telling me you're very shy in some aspect of your life. Very shy. The wax is not moving. You're very shy in some aspect of your life. So this collaboration is actually going to make things so much better. Especially for those of you who are shy, but would like to present themselves to the public. Yeah? A new car is coming through for somebody. It's a little bit random today, guys, but I feel like there's quite a few of you that need to hear this message. There's a new car, maybe a new motorcycle for some, but they're telling me that that aspect in which you're shying, somebody's coming in to help. Somebody's kind of maybe pushing you a little bit. Saying, come on, come on, come on. And this person is going to motivate you by eliminating negativity. Because there's also this energy that you had to deal with a lot of negativity, and you had to deal with a lot of people criticizing you. And this person is coming in to take away the criticism, to take it away by adding positive feedback, positive reinforcement over here. You're hiding yourself. They're showing me the mask. I just want to say that you might not realize it, but you are also a blessing waiting to happen to someone. So here they're saying it's time to take off your mask. Maybe it's time to come to the forefront. It's time to be in the spotlight. And they're asking me to let you know that some sort of recent failure or failure of a relationship or failure at work, it was a blessing too. Blessings don't always come in a gift wrap. There was some sort of blessing that you thought was a curse, but it was a blessing. It was actually a blessing over here. And you are coming through as a blessing. You hold the knowledge that somebody will need. I see maybe a lot of you might change your, like I said, your decision when it comes to children or to helping somebody. There's an energy where the blessings are in you. It's an activation energy. And yet you want to stick to one side over here. And just out of curiosity, let me see what happens if we go here. Another heart, okay. Letter E, W, M again. This does look a little bit like an embryo, okay. Doesn't always have to mean, pregnancy. This could be talking about an opportunity to monetize your hobby, to learn something new. Look at that letter L, letter J. A blessing of something that has the potential to grow, because this also looks like a sprout. And my darlings, for those of you who want to do music, this is your as clear as it gets sign to go for it. Like I said, maybe somebody is going to collaborate with you to create some sort of music. Because I see that you have a lot of potential when it comes to money. But your spiritual team doesn't really want you to waste any more time in a place or a mental space that doesn't allow you to go and get the money and to enjoy it as well, because that's also incredibly important, to be able to enjoy the money and not be scared that somebody's going to take the money away or whatever. Literally, a blessing of a sprout is something that will give you long-term stability. But once more, they're saying it might be coming into your life disguised as something that feels like a very big disturbance. So the 10 of Swords that came at the beginning of your reading, it's just a temporary situation. And the fact that I said that you're unbreakable does not mean that you want to get broken again. So I completely understand your desire, maybe at least for now, to stay in a safe place, in a safe space. But there is your timing, and then there's the divine timing. And it's very much interconnected. But sometimes we need the universe to push us, to give us a little push. Otherwise, we would just stay in our safe area for a very long time. Letter T again. T, Z. K. They're telling me you're going to meet somebody who's going to be able to understand you as if they read your mind. There's a lot of cleansing, clearing, healing that's happening. So I don't know if it's going to be a therapist. I don't know if it's going to be a friend, a partner, but somebody is coming in with a remedy, so to speak, with a light to shine in the darkness. But here you have a lot of, they keep on giving me negative words that aren't even yours. They're not yours. And somebody's coming in to help you see that they're not yours, so that you let them go. Because with that butterfly energy, your opinion of yourself changes. And you don't see yourself as a nuisance, as a failure, as an imposter. You see yourself as a blessing and as a gift for the right person. I almost want to say over here, the main blessing is you again, you. It's that understanding that you are a blessing. So that you can freely ask for help when you need help, so that you can go down the path of your life, not questioning whether you're lovable or whether you deserve love or whether you're ever going to meet the person. So that you don't waste your time on people who are just taking you for granted and treating your connection as a joke. A ring. A ring. Look, you can clearly see it. We have the stone over here. We have a ring. Ring talks about contracts, proposals. This could be about the wedding, celebration, good stuff. They're telling me that you underestimate yourself. You underestimate yourself big time. And if somebody wants to or has already a company or a project that has to do something with roses, rose something something, there's another word that's coming through, hold on. And they're telling me a lot. They're telling me rose, cloud, something that has to do with ancient Egypt. And this is also your sign that it's going to work out beautifully. Something wants to be born, my darlings, through you. Either a child, a project, some sort of masterpiece. People need you, the world needs you. And there's somebody out there in the world who can't wait to be with someone like you. But now you need to learn the fact that you are no longer a caterpillar, that you're a butterfly. And the blessing is going to be your understanding and your vision of your beautiful wings, of your skills, of your talents. I want to repeat it over and over again in this reading. The blessing is you. The blessing is you. Because once that energy shifts, they're telling me that there's a very big potential for money. But this is not an overnight, not an overnight job. This is something very long term. And it grows steadily. It grows as a big, beautiful oak tree in your backyard. That's a manifesto to your strength and you not giving up. But if we were to talk about the near future, an investment, guys, and there's somebody coming through, like I said, with a gift, with an opportunity, with an investment proposal, and of course you have love. Again, love, love, love all over the place. And there's a healing potion, and some of you, the blessing has something to do with aromas or perfumes or colognes. Okay. Maybe some sort of aromatherapy that's going to do wonders for you. Then there's this energy of popcorn. Popcorn and a chef's hat. This is what's coming through over here. They're telling me that you're going to enjoy watching your story unravel. If you want to be an actor or an actress, this is a fantastic sign. Yeah, that means that people are going to accept you, that you're going to get the call back, you're going to get the audition. And the chef's hat, this is about, well, first and foremost, becoming the chef. Yeah, getting all the ingredients. And maybe again, for some of you, something that has to do with your culinary talents, you know what I mean. My linguistic talents are not cooperating today, but I'm doing my best. Another thing I must mention, guys, but we do have a little bit of a phallic symbol over here. This talks about physical intimacy, quality physical intimacy that gives you the satisfaction, makes you recharged, and activates a lot of powers within you. So, if it's been like a very long dry spell, or if you couldn't maybe connect with your partner on a certain level, they're giving me satisfaction when we're talking about physical intimacy. Very, very important. Someone has your back over here. Someone has your back. Overall, they're telling me, look, there's a blessing of a whole new, different life. But that life can only be flown into in the energy of the butterfly. And for you, my darlings, like I said, it's coming in very, very soon. I feel for a lot of you, your wings are already there, you're just failing to see them, or you're learning how to fly. But it also comes with needing to make space. So once more, I'm going to mention that there is going to be a blessing in disguise with you breaking up with somebody, with you needing to leave a particular place, with some of the friendships ending. And there is also going to be a blessing, not because you've done something wrong, not because it's just because the time has come. Yeah, friends for a season, friends for a reason, and friends for life. But the year of the horse, which is this year, 2026, is actually going to be quite big for you. Letter G, letter P. And again, another musical note. Yeah, it's being shown over here. Look at them, the sprouts. Because here you have the potential to kind of go into a different dimension, if that makes sense. And the choice is always yours. And the blessing over here is a completely different life. But you have to give up your old life. Because you've been feeding some sort of bottomless pit with your energy. Investing. And here the blessing is finally being able to invest in something that will give you a return on your investment. And it's like for you, the return on the investment was only promised, but it was never delivered. And there's so much stability. Look, I can't even move this wax. There's a lot of stability, that energy where you're finally feeling, okay, this is my business and it's working and it's stable. Or this is my new job, I'm working here and everything seems stable. This is my partner who's not taking me on an emotional roller coaster. Yeah. This is a friend who's also stable and there for me. So that energy of stability, that energy of also your stability in understanding who you are, what you want. There's following. For some of you, a large following, I see. Yeah, people literally looking up. Look at the beautiful salamander over here with the tail. Oh, there's a large following. For some of you, my darling, oh, look, we have a little heart over here. I'm going to say something random, but again, this is turning out to be a random wax reading. Some of you might have had some sort of idea for some sort of cushion or a pillow that might have to do, I don't know, with yoga or exercises or just sitting comfortably. They're saying, go for it. Go for it. Make it happen. Make it happen. Some sort of idea, like I said, a cushion, a mat, something. Go for it. You get the following, you get the funding over here. An angel investor is coming through for some of you as a blessing. Let me see what else is coming through. If there's anything I missed. There's loads of gifts, loads of exchanging of gifts that's coming in. And you know what, guys? Today I'm not going to turn it around. I want you to stay with this stability. See how firm this wax is. This is how grounded you're becoming. And again, I know I said this about 30 times in this reading, but it's so important, guys. Remember that you are the blessing, the main blessing. For yourself, for others, you can be your biggest curse. But here, this reading, apart from all of the other good things and blessings coming into your life, you are the blessing. All right. This is where I'm going to end your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it resonated. If you're up for a personal one, all you have to do is send me an email. The email's in the description box below this reading. And do check my Patreon page out. Over to 150 exclusive videos, additional discounts on personal reads, and much, much more. All right, my darlings. Take care now. Bye.